But let's move on to our next Cape-based competitor. This is Sanlam, the blue one, established as a life insurance group in 1918. What's that, like 70 years after the guys down the road? Expanded into the whole lot: short-term insurance, that's Santam, estate planning, loans, capital markets, all forms of asset management and insurance and employee benefits, the whole lot. Market cap of 112.7 billion rands, been a huge performer in recent years. Price to earnings ratio of 15.7, dividend yield of 2.6. So Viv, when I say a huge performer recently, that's what that chart looks like.
Yeah, not quite as extreme as the Old Mutual stuff, because they weren't as affected by the 2008 crash.
But to be fair, they didn't collapse as much back in that period. So what we're not seeing to the left of the chart.
And actually, they focused more on Africa as opposed to like looking at the developed world, as we saw with Old Mutual. That was Old Mutual's mistake, basically, looking at the developed world just before the financial crash. And a number of companies have done that, so it wasn't an individual choice. Look, it's done reasonably well since then. It has exposure in the developing world. I do like the fact that it's exposed in Africa, it's exposed in some parts of Asia as well.
Yeah, that's right. It's going into India. It's been doing a lot of buying around the region. Yeah.
And these parts of the world don't have the history of insurance. So you're not competing against a well-established insurer there. Also, the South African model that we have, the fact that we in South Africa have dealt with, the kind of bifurcation that you see in the developed world, where you have a very small but very wealthy, upper class, and you have a larger, poorer, towards lower class in the country. Sanlam or Mutual, these companies have dealt with that in South Africa, therefore they have that stuff, and they can do it in Africa, they can do it in India as well.
Okay, Johan van Zyl, top guy. I mean, really, his leadership over this period, he came from the University of Pretoria, where he was like the rector or something. Not much was expected of him at the time because he was this unusual appointee, but he's done spectacularly well.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, the one mistake that Old Mutual made, they did not make, and they've done the stuff that Old Mutual has done well as well.
I guess their profile is very much of an emerging market insurer, but international investors have to come through the South African market principally to access them. I'm not aware that they've got any sort of international presence in terms of the listeds and the markets, but certainly at this scale, sizable. Hot on this one as well?
Oh yes, I am, most certainly.
Okay, good. I should just clarify. I mean, I'm going not hot with this one as well, and that's again just because I feel like the whole sector is prone to cycles, and it's been a very good run, and I'm not all that bullish about their ability to replicate that through the cycle. But I'm not arguing against your version of reality either. MMI Holdings, Centurion based this time.